Hi there, Aries. This is Michelle Patterson with Angel Souls, and this is your December 2014 Angel Oracle card reading with 2015 overview. And I'm going to be using the Messages from Your Angels card deck by Doreen Virtue for the monthly, and then I'm going to use Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards by Stuart Pierce for your yearly overview. So let's get going here and let's see what's coming up for you for December. Happy holidays, by the way. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull all the cards all at once, and then we'll get a full story. How's that? Okay, first card up we have Akasha. Whenever this card comes up, I think of Akashic Records, okay? Book of Life. What are you supposed to be doing here? Are you doing it? Where have you come from? Where are you going? It says, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken to their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. All right. So what are you going to be pulling up to the surface here, guys, in December? You're going to start, we say all the time you can actually be a spiritual teacher as in you do like videos or something, and you're constantly out there talking to people, or you can just inspire with your very presence. You are a force to be reckoned with, okay? And you do have that beautiful presence, and people will listen to you. So how are you going to use that gift that you were born in with? All right? Inspired by your very example, okay? And when people, they're saying there's going to be a test of faith around you, and it's not with you, it's with the people around you, and it seems that you'll be the one perhaps to see the wisdom in something. Or if maybe this is, kind of a depressing time of year for some of the people that you know, you're going to help them get through it and give some of your wisdom, some of your love, some of your teachings onto them and help them see things in a different way. Very nice. We like that. But it seems like you're not taking care of yourself too much. Okay, so the next card we have is Francesca. And it says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. The message I'm getting in here immediately for you guys is that, yes, you are so busy taking care of business, taking care of the people around you that you then forget what's going on in your own life, and then things might start spiraling out of control a little bit. It's nothing terrible, but this is just a reminder not to let yourself get carried away with things that don't matter. And this is that time of year when we tend to do that, right? There's traveling, there's, depends on what you celebrate around this time of year, but there are gifts and, expectations and all of these things that can cause a lot of stress. So try to stay out of that negative energy, all right? People are depending on you. All right, guys, next card up we have Azure, and it is so it says your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. All you got to do this month, I think, is take care of yourself and just try to stay as calm as possible, all right? You're doing great. You're doing everything that you need to be doing. And if you're not seeing the results that you thought you would, one of the biggest things that we're learning now in the spiritual community, I think everyone is starting to realize, is that, stuff isn't going to happen on your timeline. And it's not going to happen the way that you thought it would. And even if, 6 months ago it looked like December was going to be a good time for X, Y, and Z to be finished, you might have to revamp the plan, all right? Flexibility seems to be a big lesson for us as we come towards the end of the year. But don't worry, and again, don't get yourself into a space of negativity, all right? Everything is happening exactly as it needs to. And the final card we have, this seems to be a thing for you guys. You're gonna be fine. I love you guys. You can totally handle this. You got this, okay? But it's Crystal, okay? And she says, have faith and hope because there's something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. You know what this makes me feel like? You guys are just like getting to the end of the year being like, I'm tired, okay? I'm tired of working for stuff. I am tired of waiting and hoping and praying and all this stuff. But what they're showing me, they're calling my attention to the fact that, one, this card is green, okay, which resonates with the heart chakra. But this angel in this card, I keep looking over here because I have my little shot set up over here. That's how I can see if you can see the card. But the angel has her hands over her heart, all right? So again, I'm not feeling like there's anything overtly scary or anything like that happening for you, but you're really going to have to stay in your heart space and not let your mind start swirling around in all the year-end stuff that needs to be taken care of. And looking back, this feels like you guys are looking back maybe over the year and going, I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to. Well, you know what? Sometimes life isn't about accomplishing. It's about enjoying it and enjoying the people around you. All right? Everything you want is coming. Don't fear. Okay? So, yeah, your big message for this month seems to be don't get into that space of negativity. All right, guys? Up next, your 2015 overview. See you in a minute. So let's see what we need you to know for 2015. I'll do the same format where I'm going to draw 4 cards. Yeah? Okay. You love that? I'm like talking to the cards. Well, I'm talking to the angels, but looking down at the cards. Okay, first card we have Metatron. Yes, I love Metatron. Metatron, remember how y'all got Akasha in the first part? The Akashic Records, Book of Life. Metatron is the keeper of the Book of Life, amongst other things, okay? First card you have for 2015, starting off the year, miracles. Okay, now I'm not approaching this, and I'm actually not being guided to approach this like quarterly, okay? So just, you know, you're going to start off, they are saying specifically that for this particular reading, you will start off the year with some miracles, at least starting to come about, or you're starting to be more aware of miracles around you and having an appreciation for life. But generally speaking, see all 4 cards as sort of the theme for the whole year. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Okay. Anyway, I absolutely love that it's Metatron coming up and it's miracles. Why is that? It's the golden light that fills you up. There's an understanding. There's a new level reached. There might be some really big things happening for you, but I think mostly for most of you, the miracle is going to be, again, just opening your eyes to the small miracles that are occurring all the time and being in that space of wisdom where you can finally recognize it. Okay? Beautiful card. Shamael. Serenity. I'm just tuning into the card for 1 second and the colors. They're saying taking a new viewpoint and not taking things so seriously. You know what I feel? I feel like 2014 has always been about like really getting through it and making things happen and pushing and then backing off and waiting and then pushing again and going. But now, 2015, you're in it. All right, and there's this sense where you start seeing things are coming together for you and you're just enjoying and falling in love with life all over again. And there's a peace that comes over you with this. And you're able to just sort of sit back and see how things are going to start coming together. Again, it might not be in the way that you had anticipated, but it might be something a lot better. But there is this sense of everything's in place, everything's flowing, it's going to be okay. That's not to say that you're going to have like an easy peasy year, okay? If you had no challenges or no lessons to get through, you wouldn't need to be in this physical existence, okay? It won't be without its challenges, but I think you're going to be in a much better space than you were in 2014. We have Zafkiel, romance. Okay, so again, I'm going to say that for some of you, this is falling in love with life, all right? All over again, and getting excited about life and getting excited about the opportunities that are now coming to fruition, all right? But then again, for some of you, this could pull in a new love partner, or if you're in a marriage, this could find you because you're falling in love with life. You're falling in love. You're more available to love. You're more open to love. You're open to giving and receiving the romance. This is the fun kind of love, all right? So think about that for this coming year. Okay, they're making me feel like late winter into spring for some of you. Again, it's a general reading. But yeah, just as this, wherever you are, the seasons will probably be changing. See that as your fresh start. See that as the time to really let that heart open. And remember that card we had from the first part of the reading. Was it Crystal with the heart chakra? Start working on that. Start working on appreciating what's around you and letting your heart open. It is safe to do so. Okay, cool stuff. The final card, it's Shamael again. Beginnings. Look at this, guys. I'm telling you, it really does feel like there's a flow to this year. Again, it's not going to be without challenges, and don't get hung up on the challenging parts. That's why you're supposed to be, you know, tuning into this card that says miracles. Like, even if something isn't coming about in the way that you think it should, it might have just saved you from something, okay? Or if something is ending for you in 2015, don't worry about it, because it's ending so that you can have a new beginning. I feel like success is coming in here too for you guys. But they're saying you're going to redefine success. It's going to be something entirely different for you in this coming year. It's going to be an exciting time. You're coming into a new wisdom and seeing the world in a completely different way. Report back. I am sending you guys so much love. And if I may, I thought I would start doing a different thing, or I end with a little blessing. Now, this is not me blessing you, but I'm letting the angel blessings come through me to you. For all the beautiful Aries out there, may your 2015 be filled with miracles, blessings, love, and light. May you receive all of the things that are in the highest good for you and everyone you're attached to, and may all your wishes come true. Take care, and I am sending you, as always, all of my love. Have a great year. Bye.